have all seen Nevada's ballots seemingly getting longer and longer with each election, especially with ballot questions that show up at the very bottom.
That's right. A viewer wrote in to our senior political reporter, Steve Sebelius, asking about one of those questions and why an overwhelming yes vote wasn't the end of the matter.
Nevada voters in 2024 approved a ballot question to amend the state constitution to require an ID to vote. Under that measure, voters would have to show an ID like a driver's license or passport to vote in person or write the last 4 digits of an ID number on their mail ballots. But a viewer named Breck wrote in to ask, why do we have to vote again next year before that amendment goes into effect? Shouldn't it just go into effect now? Well, that's a good question. Let's dive in. In Nevada, there are 2 different ways to amend the Constitution. In the first, the state legislature adopts a joint resolution in 2 separate sessions. It has to pass with a simple majority vote. For example, in the most recent special session, lawmakers adopted a resolution that would provide for the right to get a mail ballot for every Nevada voter. That has to pass again in 2027. If it does, you'll see it on your ballot in 2028. But there's another way to amend the Constitution. In the second method, voters propose an amendment by circulating an initiative. They have to gather signatures equal to 10% of the number of people who voted in the last general election. If they get the signatures and the measure survives the typical legal challenges, it goes on the ballot at the next general election. But there's a catch. Under the Constitution, a citizen-proposed initiative has to be approved twice, a way of asking voters if they're really sure they want to change the Constitution. Now, you might be thinking at this point that's a little burdensome, but voters have been known to change their minds. In 2022, they said yes to a citizen initiative that would have established open primaries and ranked choice voting in Nevada, but just last year, voters changed their mind and rejected the idea. And in 2016, 72% of voters said yes to an initiative to create an open, competitive energy market in Nevada. But just 2 years later, in 2018, they voted against the same idea by 67%, the biggest 2-year turnaround in state electoral. Now, voter ID passed overwhelmingly in 2024. It got 73%, and it looks like it'll pass again next year with similar margins. That means even if that right to a mail ballot amendment passes the 2027 legislature and goes on the ballot in 2028, you'll need a voter ID when you go to the polls to decide on that question. Now, if you have a question about elections, politics, or the legislature, send me an email. You can scan the QR code or use the address right there on your screen. It's steve.sebelius@ktnv.com. I'll do my best to get you an answer. For now, reporting in studio, I'm Steve Sebelius.